Freedman. Welcome to Muster Mike Sessions 2024. How are you finding your first muster?
It's good. I've been here 24 hours.
Yep.
I think I've seen every stage.
Right.
Had a good orientation.
Yep.
And done a gig. And about to debut the full band in a few hours.
You have fit a lot into 24 hours.
Well, I haven't been here before.
Yeah, that's great.
And so I'm curious.
Yep. What were your thoughts about muster before you got here? And how's it lived up to expectations?
Well, I heard it was a little village.
Yep.
And it sure is.
Yep.
And also it has its own culture and ecosystem. And so it's very good people watching, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yes, yep.
I mean, I like the quite old-fashioned displays of public drunkenness.
There's a lot of that.
And I like the way it's just booze. It's obviously just no drugs. It's just booze.
Yep.
And it's a little... I'm really enjoying it.
Good. They're happy drunks, though. They're happy.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen any trouble.
No. So, how is it? Obviously, you've always been on that storytelling side of music, like it's always been about the songs and the stories for you. So that worked very well coming into country music. And how have you been embraced by the country fans and the country industry?
Well, I think, we've played the Denny Ute Muster.
Yep.
And now Gympie, and we did Blues Fest, and we're doing Savannah in the round. So I really couldn't be happier with how we've been accepted.
Yep.
I decided to do this in 2021. And since then, it's become a real thing for people to switch to country. But I think a lot of us had that idea at the same time, obviously. Yep. You know, it wasn't sort of a thing when I decided to ring Matt Fell and record a country album. I think I've been lucky that, it might be my first Gympie festival, but in the band is Matt Fell, who was born and raised in Gympie.
Yes.
And Rod McCormack, who was at the very first Gympie festival.
Yep.
So I think the country music chops in the band have sort of paved the way for me to be, my acceptance to be a little bit easier than it might have been if I'd had urban musicians.
Yeah, well, that's very true. And what are you loving about being part of this industry?
Playing to a new audience.
Yep.
That like songs. And I'm a songwriter.
Yep.
So fresh ears, that's what I like about playing country music. I also like the sound of the pedal steel. I like the sound of the banjo.
Yep.
I like the sound of the acoustic guitar and the fiddle. So it's right up my alley.
Do you think you're bringing more piano back in the country? Could you be a trendsetter for that too?
There's a lot of piano in Chris Stapleton stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a lot of piano in George Jones, all those crying sixths. But we can always have more.
Well, because Phil Bassett did have a song about where have all the pianos gone. So.
Oh, I must look that up. That sounds good.
So he is a piano player as well. So what else are you hoping to soak up in the next few hours that you've got left at the Gympie Muster? Other than your gig, of course.
Well, it's going to be a pack rockin' little gig, and just hoping to convert a few people. We haven't played for a few months, so it'll be fresh.
Okay, yeah.
We went to a little studio this morning at 9 o'clock in the morning and had a little run.
Beautiful.
At Matt Smith's studio in Gympie.
Oh,
so we're ready to go.
Excellent, perfect. And what have you got planned for the rest of 2024 and then heading into 2025?
Well, in terms of country music, it's time to write.
Yep.
I've got great writers in the band, and I'm going to write with them.
Beautiful.
This album was sort of 8 of the songs I'd written over my career. They weren't new.
Yep.
There's only the one really new song. So the next album is going to be new songs. So I've got to get in that writing mode, Rebecca.
Right. Perfect. And you said you've played Blues Fest, which obviously has now announced that it's possibly going to be the last one next year. Gympie Muster, we're seeing record crowds again this year. What do you think it is about Gympie and country festivals that are thriving? And what do you think audiences can do and fans can do to support festivals more?
Well, I think all this talk about the death of festivals is a little bit premature. Queenscliff's healthy, Port Fairy's healthy, and Savannah and around did really well last year apparently. It's festivals with community roots aren't having that much trouble, and if anyone's had a good time at a festival, they go back to it. And the proof's in the pudding here by the number of people on that hill.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, packed it with about 8,000 people over the last 2 nights. So it's going to be a fun time. Well, thank you so much, and welcome to your first Gympie Music Muster, and thank you so much for joining us on Muster Mike Sessions.
My pleasure, Rebecca. Thank you.